Recapping the National Cross Country Meet with Coach Jarl Opashy and Coach Tricia's performance, 36 to so close to getting that third All-American in a row, but just talk about the trip out to Ohio, specifically starting with the race on Saturday.
Yeah, it's always an honor to toe the line at the National Championships, and definitely a great thing for Tricia to be there. It wasn't the best race for her. I think she was hoping, and we were hoping for maybe a better performance, certainly. And that's in her. I think she's feeling at this point in the season or coming into the race like she was the best prepared and feeling the best that she'd ever felt heading into the national championship. So things didn't go as we might have hoped, but that's competition, and you make the most of it and learn from it and move on. And that doesn't diminish her as an athlete or being able to toe the line at that meet and put your best effort out there.
And Tricia, she's the type of competitor that performance like that's just going to motivate her that much more, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I think it's good that we're going into some downtime now just to kind of step away from it a little bit. But our team is really young. Tricia is a junior. She's got a lot ahead of her. And I think this is a good motivation for her and for the entire team. I think she's an outstanding leader. And our team is young, and I think coming into our track season and then thinking ahead to the cross-country season next year, there's some phenomenal things ahead, and I think people are really excited about that and see, even though things maybe didn't go as we would have hoped this season, finishing out, it's a great group, and they train really well and work really well together, and they're excited.
As for this specific group of individuals that you got to work with this fall and prior to that, what are you going to remember the most about this particular team?
Probably just that they're really young and they've got a lot to learn, and Lauren Mordini and Tricia Serres and Cara Maloney being kind of our top returners in that group. They've really come into some leadership roles and helping along those younger runners, and I think it's great to see them come into that position, but it's also really exciting to watch these first years figure it out, and outside of that top group, that the team is doing really well, and just that young strength is really exciting from a coaching perspective. They're taking it all in, and anytime we go to a new venue to do a workout, like, wow, this is awesome, this is great, really, we get to run here. So I think they are just kind of verging on even greater things and are really excited for the future and what that means, just with their friends, training wise, and then competition wise. I think they've got a lot ahead of them and are excited for it. And
you mentioned you got a couple of weeks of downtime when it comes to training right now. When do you get back on the wagon? How is track a part of getting ready for next year?
Yep. It's huge. I think when you're in the track season, that's what you want to be all about. And when you're in the cross-country season, certainly that's what you want to focus on. So we don't go into the track season thinking, oh, we're going to be great in cross-country at all. I think we've got different goals on the track, and I think just splitting up into our different event groups, and some people are certainly lean towards the longer distances and some people towards the 8 and the 15. So I think making the most of those events and being excited for the oval is an awesome thing. And having that shift of venue is both with the indoor 200 meter and then the outdoor track season, it's really healthy. So we're not kind of running our head against the same events over and over again. But I think, we'll take some downtime now. Most people have had a week or two off, but we'll really start to build up come December, kind of turn the page and start then thinking about track, and we don't start practice till the beginning of January when we come back for our January term.
And I know the season didn't end the way you wanted it to, but anytime you're represented at Nationals, it's been a good year, and bigger and better things to come from Luther Women's Cross Country in the future, and I know you'll be working hard here in a few weeks to make that happen.
Yeah, certainly. It was great being at the National Championships and having so many Luther people there. There was a car that road tripped out with teammates, and the flag was all over the place, and Tricia's family was there, and I think the conference and the region, kind of when you're in that venue, kind of comes together, and I know it was great for Tricia to run with Ruth Stenke from Carleton and Kimber Meyer from McAllister, who she had just raced with at the region championships, and I think they felt as if they were working together as a team for a while out there. And when you're in a big venue like that against a whole bunch of competition that you don't really know, finding some buddies out there is a really healthy thing and makes it that much more fun and can help you orient yourself in the chaos of the meet. So it's good things.
Yarrow Pesce talking Luther College women's cross country.